Ciao a tutti amici and welcome to a new video. Today we take a look at all the major releases in terms of turn-based RPGs and strategy games of March 2022. Let's go! You can think of Heroes Hour by Benjamin Thinks on His Own Hoyer as a sort of Heroes of Might and Magic, but with randomly generated maps and a real-time combat system. This means that the fans of the old classic will feel absolutely at home as they gather resources, build structures, recruit units and help their heroes gain skills and levels. While the real-time combat adds a unique fast-paced element to the traditional gameplay on Steam and itch.io. At a first glance, Soulash may appear to be a standard turn-based roguelike, however, I can assure you its story is quite original. Here we are in the traditional hero saving the world. On the contrary, our peculiar goal is to eat the poor villagers and devour their souls to gain power and conquer in the end the whole world. An ambitious and funny goal, no doubt about it. If you're looking for something unusual, this just might be the perfect game for you. On Steam. The years have passed since the war that shattered the peace between the three nations of a fantasy land of Nozelia. The cause, as it often happens, was to control the two resources vital for the nations, iron and salt. That battle is now over, yet a new conflict has arisen, a confrontation that might turn out just as deadly as the last one. Now the heroes, under the command of Serenoa, heir of the House Wolford, must navigate the tangled plot unfolding around them. Plenty of battles in the classic turn-based grid-based style of Final Fantasy Tactics awaits to test their skills in this traditional JRPG. Available on Switch.
I promise to do all in my power to see us through this safely.
Battle Brothers, hear me. We've come a long way.
New heroes are ready to enter the harsh, endlessly warring realms of Battle Brothers. The two professions that join the brutal battles could hardly be any more different. The just and noble oath takers defending the cause of rightness, and the ruthless anatomists shunned for their grim research with enemies, corpses and subjects. To show their great gratitude to the fans of this now almost classic turn-based RPG, the developers have made the two new classes available as a completely free DLC on Steam. A magical tale of a girl who goes on a grand adventure to become a true hero. Many challenging quests and strange enemies await her on her journey, but also many new friends to meet as she explores the mystical hand-drawn fantasy landscapes masterfully crafted in a unique and cozy 2D perspective style. And on her way, she'll always be guarded by a mighty dragon, her protector. So, are you ready to hear a heartwarming story? On Switch and PS4. Could dismiss this game as an umpteenth SRPG, but Telepath Tactics Liberated is a lot more than that. Think of Final Fantasy Tactics or Fire Emblem, but with trees and foliage you can hack through, with the ability to place traps or to build bridges and barricades on the fly, with the option to show enemies off cliffs, to pull them into water or lava, or to hurl them into each other for crushing damage. All this and even more. The game represents a remake of the 2015 indie classic Telepath Tactics, so we'll have the same content but with a brand new game engine. On Steam.
This is fun!
You face the Sonori.
A world scarred by war, the ruins of its once great civilizations are now full of forbidden sorcery and treasonous schemes unfolding in the shadows. Now, an ancient treaty is about to be broken by a ruthless king, and a terrible conflict looms on the horizon. A military academy is, as always, ready to send its wave of cannon fodder to the front lines. But this time, not all of its students agree with their orders. Now, they are on a quest to escape their fate and fight back the cruel tyrants in the strategic turn-based RPGs. Already available on PC, but is now ready to hit Switch.
Attention, speak she, head of Arbitrage Anonymous Agency. If you hear this message, you need to know. AAA is gone.
In the dark cyberpunk future, the greedy, sinister corporations have divided the world amongst themselves. Their brutal, lawless rule knows no opposition. They tolerate no interference in their endless struggle for more power. Still, there is one group that is determined to put a limit on their dominion. Rising from the ashes, the Anonymous Arbitration Agency is once again ready to defend the society from corporate wars unfolding in the shadows. A dungeon crawler RPG in a grim style of Darkest Dungeon, the game follows the struggle of a group of agents as they fight in tactical turn-based battles across the gloomy cyberpunk dungeons. On Steam.
Human. See you back at AAA base.
Terrible conquerors from the dark, faraway reaches of space are now at the doorstep of the human civilization. The merciless invaders, the relayers, possess an unimaginable technological might and are ready to use it in their brutal conquest of planet Earth. The only force that's able to oppose them are the Star Children, humans who, through ancient alien technology, have been granted powers no less impressive than that of their extraterrestrial foes. A true battle of titans is about to unfold in this PS4 PS5 exclusive SRPG.
Welcome to the third entry in the Knight's Tale Dev Diary. This time, we're taking a look beyond the story of Mordred and Arthur, because we've got some cool things in store.
Based on Arthurian mythology, King Arthur Knight's Tale is a turn-based tactical role-playing game, a unique hybrid between turn-based tactical games and traditional card-centric RPGs. Its narrative is a modern retelling of a classic Arthurian story, filtered through the dark fantasy tropes, a twist on the traditional tales of chivalry.
The ultimate danger. The plight might seem endless, but even nightmares can end.
If you want to know more, just check out the preview on turnbasedlovers.com. Personally, this is one of my most anticipated game of March on Steam. The first day, as a battle researcher, everything seems to go perfectly fine until the attack happens. What's behind the strange event, and more important, what's the scale of the threat? Well, there's one way to find out: to pursue the mysterious invaders across the world of Velua. From cold caverns to scorching deserts, a team of creatures is ready to battle the enemy in this monster-taming turn-based JRPG on Steam. Let us know what you think about the turn-based RPG and strategy games releases on March 2022 in the comments below. Remember to hit the like button, share the video, subscribe to the channel, and also consider supporting us through our member program, the Patreon page, the Buy Me a Coffee page. And don't forget to visit turnbasedlovers.com. Ciao!